patients who I met several years ago, and I may get some of this very wrong, Zach, because I have Alzheimer's, but I didn't want anyone to know that debate tonight because I was afraid they wouldn't get home.
Excuse me?
So Zachary is, when I met him, again, years ago, he came from, he had been seeing actually some friends of mine in New York, because in the world of the IBD mafia, we all know each other. And so he came from New York. His mom brought him down here because he had failed all sorts of medications, and he enrolled in one of our clinical trials. And now he's a lawyer, and I think that there's something to be said for this because I take care of an unusually high number of lawyers. So there must be some causal effect of this. But nevertheless, he made it through law school, and I think he wants to share some of his experience in our Crohn's and Colitis Center. Zach, up here.
Hello, everyone. I stand before you today as a brand new, second-hand guy. I've been told I'm the oldest and youngest person in a study here at the clinic. I was invited to speak to you all today to share a little bit about my story and my experience with Crohn's and how this center has changed my life. I was diagnosed with Crohn's 14 years ago. I was only 12. I couldn't predict the future. I didn't anticipate what lied ahead, and all I could do was dwell on the one word said to me during its diagnosis: incurable. I couldn't have imagined that I'd be placed on a high dose of steroids that would alter my physical appearance drastically and not help me feel better while growing from 12 to 13 years old. I would miss friends' bar mitzvahs and other important events because I did not feel well. I never once thought I'd be in the hospital. Most of my junior year, I missed most of it, and only to have a life-saving surgery at the end of it. I couldn't anticipate that I wouldn't be able to walk my college graduation because I had to have another surgery to remove more diseased intestine and precancerous lesions. I never thought Crohn's would impact my career, my relationships, or even my education. And I had no idea I was blessed with such wonderful genes. Thanks, Mom.
Not a problem.
I could never have seen my life taking the course it had. But for the longest time, I felt like the word incurable cast a dark omen over me. During my career with moderate to severe Crohn's, I have tried practically every FDA-approved drug on the market: 6-MP, Azicol, Humira, Cimzia, methotrexate, a gamut of antibiotics, and my personal kryptonite, Remicade, which sent me into anaphylactic shock. I have tried pills, self-injections, infusions, even acupuncture, and some chiropractic work. I have battled anemia, malnourishment, fatigue, weight loss, weight gain, constipations, diarrhea, blockages, and fissures everywhere from my mouth to the other end. Sadly, these symptoms are all too common among Crohn's sufferers. If you guys, I'd just like to see how many of you know someone, I'm sure most of you, who has some or all of these symptoms, I'm sure. Enough bragging that I may be sicker than someone you, or maybe yourself. My mom always taught me, however bad you feel, there's always someone worse than you. And it's so important to remember this, because you should never throw a pity party. Since I was 12, I have waken up every day and said tomorrow will be my day to feel better. I would read countless statistics about Crohn's entering remission and dreamed of finally being one of them. I am here before you to say that 12 years later, it finally happened. I arrived in tomorrow, and I am feeling the greatest I have in my entire life. I really owe so much to this fine place and everyone here. This medicine I'm given is life-saving medication. I moved to South Florida from New Jersey a little over 3 years ago. I wanted to attend law school, mostly because I heard that studying for the law and bar exams was the best Crohn's remedy on the market. I had no idea that the side effect was IBS. I was accepted into the vedolizumab study here at UM, and it was this acceptance that had the most impact on me attending school in South Florida. There aren't too many places that conduct these studies, so I felt compelled to attend a school where one was offered, and here I am. I first started in the regular trial and would soon find myself in the open label after a course of prednisone and most likely the placebo. Again, just my luck. Today, and for the last 2 years, I no longer worry about going out in public, not finding a bathroom, I don't worry about being able to make it to work, attend those once-in-a-lifetime events with friends and family. I don't have to make excuses for not wanting to do things or not feeling motivated or upbeat. I don't worry as much about what tomorrow will bring, and I no longer have to worry if tomorrow is finally my day to feel better. That day is finally here. I've had some amazing doctors along the way. Doctors Coniaris, Sonora, and Bosworth from the tri-state area are amazing physicians and people, and I'm forever grateful to them. The people here at this center have really had an impact on me and have changed my life. And I've mentioned before, and I'll mention again, they have changed my life. I thought I was lost and that no drugs were able to help me. I was ready to give up. I never thought my Crohn's would enter remission. I was ready to check out and forfeit any chance I had of feeling better. I absolutely wouldn't have finished law school, and I never would have become the licensed attorney I am today if it were not for the people here and the medication that I'm being given. I would not be standing here today without them. Everyone from the incredibly attentive nursing staff to Dr. Abreu and Diana Maria all mean the world to me. They've made me feel welcome and treated me like a family member, even though my whole family is home in New Jersey. Even Diana calls me her oldest son. The people of this clinic work tirelessly day and night. They sacrifice time with their families and loved ones to help make the world a better place for those of you like me or your loved ones, or someone you know who spends too much time in the bathroom or can't get out of bed and can't enjoy life. It's not possible for me to put in words the difference I feel today than I did 12 years ago. It is impossible for me to express the gratitude I feel for each and every staff member, every donor, and every volunteer who has made accessing life-saving therapies and treatments like the one I am receiving possible. On behalf of every patient, thank you. I'd also love to thank my mom and my sister. I love you both, and I truly would not be the guy I am today without your love, support, and positive energy. Mom, thank you for sleeping by my side every single night for what felt like a year in the hospital. Allie, thanks for being so generous with Mom. To the rest of my family and friends, I love you all and truly appreciate your support. Each of you being here means the world to me. And it's this support that helps all of us with Crohn's and other IBD, like colitis. It helps us carry on. And remember, we don't have to give up. We can carry on. And all my fellow IBDers and cronies, as I'm told we're called, I'd like to leave you with 2 pieces of advice. Please, always remember to be nice to the doctors, nurses, your family members. I know it's hard when you're not feeling well and you feel like you're alone, but you have to remember everyone wants you to feel better. It's so important to remember that. It gets frustrating, aggravating, but let me be proof that there is a treatment out there and your miracle cure is in sight. My last piece of advice is just to be open. Don't be embarrassed by your symptoms. Everyone goes to the bathroom. People with Crohn's and colitis just happen to do it a bit more often. So with that, I'd like to thank you all so much for listening and being a part of this incredible center's opening. It means the world to me and every patient like me who has suffered for way too long. I hope all of your tomorrows are better, and thank you so much.